Okay, I would say that the number one is time management, which we all know. And actually, it's not like I wasn't managing my time effectively, but during the time I was building my brand, I was also a student, full time student, and I had my own personal thing running. I had my LinkedIn, I had my client project, I had every other thing going on. And at some point, I struggled with time, especially when I got my first international job. The timing is different because she was in Canada, she's in Canada, and I'm in Nigeria. And I was trying to balance up the time and everything with my tax, with my school. So, but at some point, I needed to I needed to properly manage myself. I needed to wake up in the morning to set my time. Okay, I have a class at 8. I need to attend this class or not if it's not important. I needed to have a calendar. I start work by so and so time, and this is what I start doing. And these are the important tasks I'm asked to do. So I push them forward, and then the unimportant tasks I move them to the later day. So I just managed to make sure that everything was working out well, and that really helped me. Up to now, I've never outsourced any of my clients' projects because I feel like I'm even guilty. I feel like I don't want to give any personal information to someone else, and I manage all those things seamlessly because I have learned how to manage my time effectively. And it is something that I always tell people about. You have your own personal time management schedule. Maybe you have an accountability partner, but for me, it doesn't work for me. I just love to do my own thing, like the way I want it. And I set alarm. It's very annoying. I wake up today. My alarm woke me up at 6:30. I shut it down. 7:30. I shut it down. I woke up at to 9 fully. So I have alarm for every activity and for every task that I do, and it's actually helpful. It's helpful. And since I wake up and I plan, this is what I'm going to do today, or I write it down, or is in my head because I've already been used to those tasks. So that's the number one thing that most people struggle with: time management, proper management, tax management, all those things. So I had to overcome that challenge, which I'm not perfect. I still have issues. So, but at least the majority, it can come from here. You can start creating content from what you've been through. What are your challenges? What's your experience? You've been in the field for how many years? You can come up and share with us what are your experiences, what mistake did you make, because we are willing to learn from you. We are willing to know what you've been through, where you're going, where you're headed, and what you're doing currently, and also your journey, storytelling. I mean, you just need to sit down and draft exactly what kind of business are you doing. Yeah. There is content for just building your brand, and there's content for attracting clients. So you need both of them. Then you need to draft. Start from you attract. You know the person. You know the target audience already. Good. Then there are problems they have. Right? They have problems. Address those problems in your content. You don't really need to give them the secrets or the secret source of the everyone have a secret, what's it called, like for example Coca-Cola have a secret ingredient that make it unique from others. So you must not give them that secret thing. They have to work for you, or you have to work for them, for them to like get from your source of knowledge, from your unique. But then creating content doesn't mean that you're giving them everything out. You have your story, you have your your challenges, you have where you're headed, and then those people have problems. For example, now if you were targeting me and I have issues with accounting or how to manage my account, or you've already made research about your target audience, there are these people, they have this challenge, then start addressing that in your content. And when you address that, somebody that's have that kind of issue would deeply resonate with, okay, I've had this kind of issue, and they will likely engage or reach out to you, hey, this, that, can you help me with this thing? I know someone who is always posting about VA, virtual assistants. Every time she's talking about VA, Ella talks about admin. Every time admin, admin, admin. So people that reach out to her are people that have issues with admin. And so since they are content for building your brand, yourself, your personal brand, and they are content for lead generation or getting clients, know these differences. When you do, you are good to go. And stories, I share a lot of my stories, a lot of my experiences, and it's because I want to connect deeply with people. Even if you've not figured it out at once, no problem. You can learn as you go, but don't just, yes, you can learn in the process. Because me, I was just there and there. I was posting anyhow before I was able to find my ground. So that's just it. How are you going to bring success into a particular venture or business or company? And then you look at, okay, let me start from people around me. Maybe you have a friend who have a business and the person need content to promote his or her brand. You start from that part. Now you've closed a certain gap and you are solving problem with your skill or with your passion. Now that is only when you have identified there is a demand for that thing. But if there is no demand, then you check out, probably you have several other skills that you can do. But let me leave that part. You can make money from your skill when you have a good positioning online. You have the visibility and you're always active. Now, being active doesn't mean you're posting every day. Being active simply means that you are doing the right things at the right time with the right strategy, the right planning, and the right structure. So these are the things that you need to figure out. But as Peter said, your target audience is very important. You can't be marketing water to someone who is beside a beach or who is beside a pure water company. You can't be marketing water because they already have it, and that means you've not figured out a gap in that market where you are going to fill in to solve a problem. So be a problem solver and be a person of value. Be visible. Don't hide your talent, because even if it's to gather people and clap and sing, it could be a big talent that can actually bring more money. Because when you check, maybe there are few people in that niche or industry that are doing that thing, or maybe there is nobody. You can be the first to start and grow from there, and people will know you as this person, and then that's how you stand out. And being unique, as my boss said, you have to be very good at storytelling. Be vulnerable. Be yourself. You don't have to be someone else just to make money. You don't have to lie or fake it just to stand out. You have to be who you are, because the more you fake it, the more you get deeper, and when people find out, it's already too late, and before you retrace, it's too late. So these are the things that it's going to take a little bit of time, probably months, years, depends on the kind of skill. So, but it's not an overnight, yes.